Hello Story Detectives, and this is actually video 5 for week 6 of your home learning. Now we did read the Giant's Loo Roll, which is what the story and the activities are all based on this week, but the rhythm of the Giant's Loo Roll reminded me of this book, The Highway Rat, which we actually did last year, but I thought we'd read it again just for fun. So sit back, relax and just have a listen. I'm reading it because it reminds me that the rhythm is very similar to the Giant's Loo Roll in certain places. This book is by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler, and Julia Donaldson actually based it on a poem called The Highwayman by Alfred Noyes. So let's have a look, see if we can hear the rhythm. The Highway Rat. The highway rat was a baddie. The highway rat was a beast. He took what he wanted and ate what he took. His life was one long feast. His teeth were sharp and yellow. His manners were rough and rude. And the highway rat went riding along the highway and stealing the travellers' food. A rabbit came hopping along the road, then stopped with her paws in the air, for blocking her way was the highway rat, who cried out, "Who goes there? Give me your pastries and puddings. Give me your chocolate and cake. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and whatever I want, I'll take." "I have no cakes," the rabbit replied. "I just have a bunch of clover." The highway rat gave a scornful look, but he ordered, "Hand it over. This clover is bound to be tasteless. This clover is dull as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and this clover belongs to me." A squirrel came bounding along the road, then stopped with a shake and a shiver, for reining his horse was the highway rat, who thundered, "Stand and deliver! Give me your buns and your biscuits. Give me your chocolate eclairs. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and the rat thief never shares." "I have no buns," the squirrel replied. "I just have a sack of nuts." The robber snatched the sack and snarled, "I'll have no ifs or buts. The nuts are probably rotten. The nuts are hard as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, and these nuts belong to me." Some ants came crawling along the road, then stopped with a somersault. For baring his teeth was the highway rat, who bellowed a deafening halt. "Give me your sweets and your lollies. Give me your toffees and chews. For I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and nobody dare to refuse." "We have no sweets," the ants replied. "We just have this nice green leaf." "Oh, no, you don't, not anymore," declared the highway thief. "The leaf is nasty and bitter. This leaf is as thin as can be, but I am the rat of the highway, and this leaf belongs to me." With never a please or a thank you, the rat carried on its way. On this way, milk from a cat, flies from a spider, he once stole his own horse's hay. The creatures who travelled the highway grew thinner and thinner and thinner, while the highway rat grew horribly fat from eating up everyone's dinner. A duck came waddling down the road, then stopped with a "How do you do?" "I see you have nothing," the rat complained. "In that case, I'll have to eat you. I doubt if you're terribly juicy. More likely you're tough as can be. But I am the rat of the highway, the highway, the highway. Yes, I am the rat of the highway, and I fancy duck for tea." "Hang on," quacked the duck, "for I have have a sister with goodies you might prefer. I know that she'd love to meet you, and I'm certain that you'd like her. For in her cave, her deep dark cave, right up at the top of the hill, are biscuits and buns aplenty, and there you may eat your fill. Lead on, cried the rat, and they took to the road, which seemed it would never end. Onwards they rode and upwards, bend after bend after bend. At last they came to a lonely cave, and the duck began to quack. She quacked, "Good evening, sister, sister, sister." And sister, 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 a voice from the cave came back. "Do you have cakes and chocolates?" the highway robber cried. And chocolates, 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 the voice from the cave replied. "I'm coming to take them," the rat thief yelled. His greedy eyes grew round, and take them, take them, take them, came back the welcome sound. The highway rat leapt off his horse, and into the cave he strode. The duck took hold of the horse's reins and galloped down the road. Faster and ever faster, following all the bends, the plucky young duck went riding, 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 galloping down the highway, back to her hungry friends. They shared out the food from the saddlebags and feasted all night long. Bright were the flames of the bonfire, loud was the music and song, wild was the moonlight dancing, merry the cheer and chat, for now they could live in freedom, safe from the highway rat. And as for the rat in the echoey cave, he shouted and wandered till he found his way out of the darkness to the other side of the hill. A thinner and greyer and meeker rat, he robs on the road no more, for he landed a job in a cake shop, a cake shop, a cake shop, and they say he still works in that cake shop, sweeping the cake shop floor. Well, there you go. Wasn't he a nasty little rat stealing everybody's food? So that was fun. And I just wanted to say to read that because it's got that rhythm a little bit like the Giant's Loo Roll. Let's just have a quick compare. We have, let me find it. Rolling, rolling, flying and waving, all this paper's so worth saving. Rolling, rolling, waving and flying, look where it's going, look where it's lying. So that's a sort of rhythm that makes you think of this roll of paper going down the hill. And this one in the story is a little bit more like a horse. The highway rat went riding, 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 riding along the highway and stealing the traveller's food. We get that repeated. So I am the rat of the highway, yes, I am the rat of the highway, and I take whatever I want, I take. So we have this lovely little rhythm that keeps repeating like a motif throughout the story. We've got another example of it here. Well, actually, we ended up with it here. I'll show you when we get to the cake shop. He says, for he landed a job in a cake shop, a cake shop, a cake shop, and they say he still works in the cake shop. So that repetition makes it sound like a sort of galloping, riding rhythm. Anyway, we will look at some more Julia Donaldson books because they are really rather fabulous. We have done some of them before, but there's another one that I would like to do with you, and I wonder if you can guess what it is. I've done the Giant's Loo Roll, and we did have a look last year at the smartest giant in town, but it's such a fun story. I might do that one as well next week, and we can compare the two different giants. Okay, thank you everybody. That was the last video of this week, and I'll be back next week with another story, so look out for that on your Google Classroom, and I look forward to receiving all your worksheets. Okay, thank you, bye bye.